Hello and welcome to the Morning Signal Preparedness Brief for January 21st, 2026. Here's what's developing, why it matters, and what you can do to stay ready. Like and subscribe to support the channel. Lead phase change event, major U.S. winter storm imminent. A large high-impact storm is forecast to develop later this week, affecting a wide swath of the United States, from the southwest through Texas and the Central Plains into the southeast, and eventually the mid-Atlantic and northeast. Forecast confidence is increasing around mixed precipitation, particularly freezing rain and sleet, followed by a multi-day hard freeze in several regions. This matters because ice drives infrastructure failure. Even modest ice accumulation can lead to power outage from downed lines, road closures and impassable conditions, delayed emergency response, supply chain and fuel disruptions, extended recovery times well after precipitation ends. Watch items for the next 48 hours. Winter storm watches upgrading to warnings. Ice accumulation forecasts above 1/4 of an inch. Utility pre-positioning announcements and outage estimates. Airline and freight carrier cancellations. Preparedness actions to do today, not later. Complete errands and travel before precipitation begins. Stage 72 hours of food, water, and medications. Fully fuel vehicles. Avoid running tanks low. It's kind of a trend here. Prepare backup heat, blankets, and safe indoor warming plans. Insulate exposed pipes and know how to shut off water if needed. Charge power banks, radios, and test flashlights now. Moving along, Iran remains under a near total nationwide internet blackout following mass protests, with strong indicators the government is shifting from a temporary shutdown towards long-term digital isolation via a state-controlled internet. This is classic regime survival move, not a short-term security measure. Information control at this scale often precedes broader economic restrictions, fuel and power rationing, cyber escalations, and external intervention or sanction responses. Watch out for expansions of restrictions into banking or fuel access, confirmed external offers of satellite connectivity or technical aid, evidence of state seizures or jamming of satellite terminals. Actions to take: treat communications as a fragile network everywhere, maintain offline copies of contacts, maps, and critical documents, and then test at least one non-cellular communications option. Global conflict into infrastructure pressure. Russian winter strikes continue to target power, water, and heating infrastructure, reinforcing the pattern of civilian-focused energy warfare. These attacks rarely stay local in their effects. They influence energy pricing expectations, insurance markets, and government emergency posture across allied states. Actions to take: rehearse a short-duration outage scenario at home, which might happen actually because of the weather for this weekend. Lighting heat strategy, water access, and charging discipline. Moving domestically, national protest activity tied to immigration enforcement continues to organize across multiple states. While largely localized, sustained protests increase the likelihood of traffic disruptions, temporary closures, and law enforcement posture changes. Preparedness actions to take: avoid downtown cores and federal buildings during peak protest windows, no alternate routes for work, school, and medical needs, and maintain a simple mutual assistance check-in plan. In the markets this morning, the stress indicators that we typically focus on are Bitcoin, gold, and silver. Bitcoin is, as of this recording, at $89,386. Gold is $4,866 per ounce. Silver is $94.59 per ounce. The bottom line: today's signal environment shows layered stress, not collapse. A major winter storm threatening power and mobility, authoritarian regimes escalating information control. Infrastructure targeted conflicts are continuing abroad. Shipping and insurance risk repricing is a threat, and domestic mobility and communications fragility. Preparedness right now is early action, redundancy, and flexibility, not reaction. The time to get ready is now. Stay aware, stay ready. This has been the Morning Signal.